Okay, good morning, everybody. Thank you, Green Prinny, for the 5-month resubscription. So we're playing some Esper Smallpox Reanimator today. This is a mashup, of course, of the Reanimator archetype, and then we used to play some of this black-white Smallpox Reanimator deck where we were, of course, just straight black-white, and then our mana was better, but we weren't playing Teferi and Mending. We were playing Profane Tutor, kind of in the Mending spot, and like a couple other flex cards. And I always felt like this deck was like 1 or 2 cards away from being like really good. And we've talked about doing this a few times on the channel recently, just you're splashing in this deck for Mending and Teferi. Mending, of course, being like a good card to discard is really nice in your Smallpox Liliana deck. And then I really also like the Sideboard Lingering Souls plan against the Ragavan decks and the control decks. And the Mendings also like work really well with that. And so this list was pretty easy to build. This is one of the few lists that I play it. That's a new list on stream that I haven't actually play tested, but I feel like it was pretty straightforward to put together. I think it makes a lot of sense in theory, so we're gonna try it. Try it live, and if not, I've got some other things prepped if this doesn't work. Yeah, I think, and so like it's also like I've been really liking the Smallpox package. I've been really liking this package of the discard spell, Smallpox, Flagstones, Prismatic Ending, Liliana, and then I've also been really liking the Reanimator package too. And so like the fact that they kind of mesh together well is interesting to me for sure. Should give Mentor, Spyro, Unearth a try an Archon package. You can't play. I don't think you can play Unearth in your Archon deck. I think it's just too bad to have Unearth in your Archon of Cruelty deck, in my opinion. It's a good draw. Spreading Seas, Saheeli, Feldar Guardian. I'm gonna take the Spreading Seas. Yeah, thank you for the 6 months. Appreciate ya. Two Saheelis. I'll just take both. Why is there no graveyard hate for color Reanimator? Tell me what you need graveyard hate for. You're the one that thinks we need it. Tell me why you want it. Ooh. Was not expecting to get remanded. I think I'm still gonna main phase the Mending. I really just want to find my land drop. Okay, cool. I prefer the 80 card Reanimator deck to the 60 card deck, but obviously like the 60 card version has like a higher upside, and it's a more powerful deck. It is, you know, more consistent at being a Reanimator deck, but it's also like way more fragile and vulnerable to hate, and like curves out less often than the 80 card version. So, you know, as long as you understand that, you know, you'll be fine. Okay, punish for getting the fountain. Super punished for getting the fountain. I do still have these Mendings to flashback though. We're still doing okay.
Can you check your texts?
What?
Can you check your text?
I can check by text, yes.
From me.
Oh, from you? No, cannot check those.
Okay. Ooh, beanie. Oh, that's not beanie. Take it anyways. I'm trying to get Starbucks.
Yeah, I just don't know why. Yes, I can. It felt like you're being real secretive. Which my spike emo or not spike emo?
Spike.
A straightforward me as Starbucks gift card. Is it this one? No, I don't see it.
It might not have come yet.
Okay.
Oh no, it's this one.
Okay.
Hello.
Forward it to you.
Okay.
Okay, reset the Teferi, bounce the Spreading Seas. Replace Spreading Seas. So Black Source lets me go Smallpox plus Flashback Rites here, and I've got 2 looks because I have the draw off the Archon. Okay, I immediately found it. So we float a white. Smallpox first. I guess I just been a grave since I have 2 Archons in the yard already. I should have another Godless Shrine to get, right? Serum Visions? Kind of weird to see Serum Visions in this deck. I feel like you usually want like flicker-based cantrips like Omen of the Seas. Snap, Serum Visions.
Because I need to make sure.
The reason we'll put Black Leylands instead of Dauthi. Well, Dauthi serve. They're not just in the sideboard as Graveyard Hate. Oh, they found another Teferi. Dang it. They're not just in the sideboard as Graveyard Hate. They're also in there to. Trying to think. Do I want to leave a blue up? I think I might. They're also in the sideboard to be good against like Titan and Tron. Sorry, it's hard to like talk and cast Faithful Mending, I guess. I ended up tapping wrong. Alright, let me just go to Mending, Unmarked Grave. I think I'll just Thoughtseize them, and I might exile this. To go hold off on the Mending. Yeah, Dauthi's also good against blue-white. It's a really versatile sideboard card, while it's also like an excellent graveyard hate spell too. Oops, all Teferis. Bounces Snapcaster Mage. It's pretty brutal. Super punished for not exiling the mage, I guess. They didn't leave up the Seasoned Pyromancer flashback. So I think I'll bait the Snapcaster with Ending here. Okay, and now I think I'll just go flashback Mending end of turn. Which they might snap remand, they might not. We'll see. Like they're kind of incentivized to remand it because remand is good against the flashback spells. Okay, I'll discard Liliana. I think I'll just discard Liliana Teferi, right? Yeah, I'll just start card. I mean, they could remand the Archon one time. I'm just gonna start hard casting. Yeah, I have 1 fetchable left, and then I've got exactly 8. So I did need to draw, non-fetch land here. Our Chalice is primarily against Cascade decks. No, the plan against Ragavan decks is to bring in all the Lingering Souls and all the Chalices and cut the discard spells. So, but you also do get splash damage against against Hammer Time and the Cascade decks by playing 4 Chalices. So anyway, you get like a lot of you get a very effective sideboard package there because they not only are good against the Ragavan decks, which are really popular at the moment, but they're good in lots of other matchups too. All right, they got 1 card. Shout out to Reband. They could have sacked a token here. Not that it's probably super relevant. Does it make anybody else super happy that Remand is still a reasonable card to put in a modern deck? Yes, it is a reason. It is a for sure a reasonable card to put in a modern deck. Absolutely, for sure. 100%. Yeah. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I don't know how to break this to you. I didn't say good. You said reasonable. I feel like that's not necessarily a word I would use to describe it, to be honest. So they're playing Snapcaster. They probably have Rest in Peace though, actually. I might just like not sideboard. Your mana is decent in creativity. Yeah. I would say that it's at least somewhat playable in that deck. Yeah, is there some other 2-mana counterspell legal? Who even knows? That's true. Remand is good in Storm at the moment. Although I do kind of feel like sorry. Esther just keeps forwarding me all these gift cards. I don't know where she's getting where they're coming from. I don't know if Christmas came early. And then she's also like, "Can you check your texts?" Like we got some, like, you know, something serious is going on, but she's just forwarding me gift cards. It's just serious. What can I say? Eric, check your text. We got, please. I got it. We gotta go to Starbucks. I hope she goes to Starbucks. If you know what I mean. Yeah, baby shower gifts. We shouldn't be. It's so dangerous to be joking about this. Oh man. Yeah, we could buy mini copies of Remand with the gift cards. I haven't played the Time Sieve Asmo Turns deck. I'm just not smart enough to get it. Is this a new brew? Kind of. It is a new brew, but it's kind of two old brews smushed together. But it's feeling pretty good so far. We're 2-1 up a game. Lost the top deck Blood Moon, of course. Wouldn't be an Aspiring Spike deck if we weren't a little soft to Blood Moon, huh? Probably discard the rights here. Assuming this resolves. Ever seen Doomwing's Karn Rhinos deck? Yeah, I saw it. It's cool. Being able to Karn for Shardless Agent is like kind of the coolest thing I've ever seen. I don't know how good it is. I didn't like actually get to watch very much of it. I saw like maybe 5 minutes of gameplay from Doomstream last night. But the deck was definitely cool. Karn for Reaper King. Yeah, I remember thinking the Reaper King was a little sus, but definitely cool. Definitely need the Thoughtseize. They have Purge, Teferi. I think that's Teferi, I think. Then a top deck Guardian. That's awesome, Browser. Yeah, I've got a couple of shoutouts from Luis lately, which is really cool. I've always been a big fan of Luis. I remember kind of pretty distinctly... Ooh. Hold on, let me just cast this. I guess if we cast the Persist... If we cast the Persist, it does get purged. The Archon gets purged. So maybe I should Liliana try to get the purge out of their hand. Oh, I should have looked if they kept a card on top first. They put a card on bottom. But I remember pretty distinctly, like 6 months ago, I was watching an LSV stream, and he was playing, I can't remember what deck it was, but it was a deck I had been working on, and someone goes, and it was my list, and then someone was like, is this Aspiring Spikes list? And he's like, what's an Aspiring Spike? And I was like, oh no. I thought I was, full of clout, but I don't have enough power. Alright, Remand resolves. Don't have the 4th land here, unfortunately. Search the library for up to 3 artifact cards with different names. Card on the bottom, 2 cards in their hand. Dispute. Okay, you got it. Do you have a clip of that? I don't have a... I'm not masochistic enough to save a clip of that. Let's go another Saheeli. I don't think that they have anything to do with this ultimate. Oh, they can copy a Spyro, though. Okay, I think I need to... Prismatic Ending Saheeli. And then Teferi bouncing a token next turn if I miss on my land drop for rights will stop me from dying in 2 turns. Works for CFB else if he doesn't know him. That was before I worked for CFB, I think. I was not born working for Channel Fireball. But also, it wasn't Luis who hired me, either. I just kind of started submitting articles one day, and they're like, alright, does this guy work for us? It's kind of a weird way to get in the door. So many counter spells. Okay, I kind of feel like I'm going to make the guess that they're not actually playing very much Graveyard Hate and that they are relying on counter spells in these kind of matchups. So I'm going to play Voidwalkers over Prismatic Endings. Is the Emissary good here? Name creature and you just win. Well, they have Teferi to bounce the Emissary. Immediate turn to rest. I still at least have the Teferi as discard spells for some Graveyard Hate at least. Do I like drafting? Yeah, of course. I love drafting. Just not, the content I make. I'm a content maker. It's a new term I just coined. Someone who makes content is a content maker. That might pick up. We'll see. Is there a budget replacement for good old Lily? See, the card's pretty important in the archetype. I'm not sure what I'd recommend you play instead. MTGO, you play a couple green-black deck as a green-black rock. How did it perform? I only played like 2 matches. I was like 1-1, and I didn't continue to test. But it was green-black rock, playing Grist and Tarmogoyf and Ignoble Hierarch. It was okay. But on Small to 6, isn't Lily budget at this point? I mean, I think the card's like still like $60 or $70. If that's a budget for you, maybe consider subscribing and gifting some subs. You know, so if that's a budget card for anybody, you know, come on over here, huh? Okay, they do have Rest in Peace, but we have Thoughtseize, huh? Guess I'll Inquisition the Dispute away. Oh, I could have also played the Flagstones to like potentially draw Smallpox. Green Black Rock with Saga and Loam. Yeah, I think it's just a little too deep. Like and also like of course a degree worse than just playing you know, Jund Saga. Did I remove Void Mirror from Rakdos? I did, yeah. I had the Cascade decks are on the decline. You still also have, you know, Voidwalker for Living End and Explosives for Rhinos. So it's not even like the matchups necessarily struggle a ton. I could have played my land for Dispute. Veto. Let's see what I draw here. Smallpox. So I'm discarding Smallpox, Mending. Could hold the land. Probably can hold the land here. I think I'm just down to hold up the veto. Yeah, and then I also like the Ragavan decks are really popular at the moment, like Grixis Shadow, Rakdos, Jund Saga. And so I think it's time to like actually play Unearth in the sideboard again. I'm actually playing 2 right now to just like hedge against that matchup. And I'm also main decking the 4th Thoughtseize at Rakdos. I feel like I've been kind of wanting to do it for a while, but just kind of feel like the 4th Thoughteize is where you're supposed to be. The card is just like I think it's a bit of a boomer mentality that I was falling into, only playing the 4 Inquisition, 3 Thoughtseize, where burn is not that popular. Burn is already a good matchup, and there are tons of 4 and 5 mana spells and 6 mana spells in the format. There's like Omnath and Solitude and Fury and Teferi and Primeval Titan, and there's kind of like no end to the list of cards that Thoughtseize hits that Inquisition misses. So I think it's probably just better to be on 4 Thoughtseize in the blacklist at the moment is my new take. Yeah, Murktide Regent of course is a huge one. Just no end really. So I think I and like a lot of people have just kind of fallen into like the trap of just always play 4 Inquisition and 3 Thoughtseize, or 4 Inquisition before 4 Thoughtseize. But I flipped those numbers. Discard 2 lands here. I feel pretty good about it too. Feel pretty good about top decking Unmarked Grave with Dovin's Veto up. I can also cast Seasoned Pyromancer. Never mind. I know what I'm doing. Holy shoot. Holy shit, let's go. You guys want to play Saheeli Reanimator? I don't know if it's good. Kind of seems pretty sick. You can play Wandering Mind too. Let's mulligan this one. Okay, we have Persist, Unmarked Grave. You just keep these. What can I say? You just keep these. Yeah, everybody's rooting for me to lose quick so we can just brew it. Turn 1 Saga, probably Reanimator. We immediately drew the land. Let's freaking go. Maybe when we still have hype, I'll just take a little break and put the list together. But usually when I do that, I don't want to finish the league. You know what I mean? I just want to keep jamming. Or I just want to jam the new thing. Those gonna be impressed by my sweet Saheeli Jade Avenger. Playing Jade Avenger is kind of cringe, to be honest. It's just like a little too powerful. I like to play with fun cards. Thank you. Fun, balanced cards. Finish the league first. Yeah, but we're also hyped about it now. I'm not sure exactly how it fits. I mean, we probably just take the... Let me just open the... I do think it probably has to be a Yorion deck. I don't think there's room for... I don't think you could build it as 60 cards, but I'm not sure. I mean, Yorion seems like a natural fit for it anyways. But we could just take the 4-color Ephemerate Reanimator list, add new copy, and I think you probably end up... Maybe you end up going... You probably cut the Griefs. You can cut the second rights. Wait, how do I have 4 slots? I cut the Griefs, I added Saheeli's, I cut 1 copy of rights. Why do I have 4 extra slots? What did I just do? I cut 4 Griefs for 4 Saheeli's. No, I mean, the priests are really good, I think. I had 3 slots to begin with. Oh, this is the wrong list. Okay, that's right. This is the wrong list. Sorry, let's go back to the game. I'm gonna Thoughtseize first, because if it ends his land spell, I wouldn't be able to discard both here. Down 3 lands. I think that's probably a 2. Stop winning! Stop winning! Probably play the first Chalice. Got the Teferis, 1 ending. Can probably cut the second Inquisition. 2 Inquisitions is probably fine. Can cut a Mending. Yeah, I think this is the courtyards are here. Let me actually just delete this real quick. This was like an earlier draft of the 4-color Ephemerate deck. 4-color Ephemerate Reanimator. 4-color Ephemerate Reanimator. Yeah, this is the right list. Okay, so we can pretty easily cut our Rites, the Griefs for the Saheeli's. And then... how many Feldar Guardians do we even want to play? I feel like the endings are mandatory. I feel like we probably don't want necessarily the full... though I do clean up deck lists, it just takes time. Easy 4? Yeah, probably easy 4. Just one Guardian? I think you have to play 3 or 4. Mending might be the cut, but then you just like have no ways to get Archons that you draw into the yard, I guess. So I guess you have to leave in the Mendings. You could play like just one Priest as an Unmarked Grave target, I guess. That's probably how you have to build it. Okay, easy keep this hand. Yeah, you can maybe play 2 Priests and then like... ooh. I guess I'm gonna ending. You could possibly play 2 Priests. Okay, I guess oh, turn 1 Saga is really bad because they can just get graveyard hate. But maybe look at an Amulet instead, right? Two Titans in their hand. The Gruul Turf? Yeah, they're pretty incentivized to get an Amulet here. Then but they're 1 mana short of Tightening, so maybe we get to Thoughtseize the other Titan and then draw land for Persist Unmarked Grave. Okay, yeah, I think this is how you have to build it. And then we have to ask ourselves, how does this look? Kind of fire, to be honest. What's cool is the combo also beats Graveyard Hate, too. Maybe you'll sideboard the Griefs over the Thoughtseizes. Drew Azusa, huh? Alright, game 3. Okay, we'll just focus on the match for now. Can we cut some number of Ephemerates since Guardian and Saheeli also flicker copy? No, you can't cut Ephemerate from that list, I think. I think it's way too important. It even protects your combo. If anything, like just becoming a more cohesive flicker deck. How much better is Faithful Mending than Desert Charm if you're already in red? I'm much like I can't much better, much better, like a different tier of card. Endurance, Summoner's Pact, Titan. Pretty slow hand. They kind of kept on the strength of this Endurance, and now it's gone. My hand's kind of slow too. I think that I'll Unmarked Grave here. Give myself the out to draw Persist. Well, their hand's pretty slow. Fulminator Mage in the sideboard. Because you can copy it with Saheeli. Seems kind of slow. Why, yes, I think I shall cast a Voidwalker, huh? Voidwalker, Thoughtseize your Primeval Titan. Yes. I think I'll be doing that today. Fulminator is for sure worse than Spreading Seas. I mean, they've got... Do we want an effect like that in the sideboard? I don't know that we necessarily do. Yeah, like, you know. Charmal, you can't play double red spells in that deck. Keep Persist, Fulminator Mage. Yeah, that's kind of cool. I mean, I think it's fine. I just would want to make sure that, like, that's, like, where you'd want to be. I think it's a fine idea. I'm not saying it's terrible, but I kind of feel like I'd rather just play Grief instead, because it's a little bit more versatile and it's also good against big mana control combo. Wait, was I really playing... Wait, hold on, this sideboard's wrong, sorry. I wasn't really playing this many Fatal Pushes, was I? I think it's the wrong list again. Maybe I was playing that many pushes. No, I was playing Wear Tears instead. I need to go find the old list. I don't know why I'm so, like, lost. Yeah, this is not, hold on, because I want wear tears in the sideboard. Yeah, I don't want this brutality. Yeah, so I think I'll play like 2, yeah, it needs to be 2 push 3 wear tear. Can you tutor Saheeli? You can dig for it with Wandering Mind. Yeah, well, yeah. Wandering Mind is really good in the deck. This is known. Just hardcast some Archons, huh? Why are we playing Primetime in this deck? I guess they're just super dead next turn. Maybe I don't cast the Mending. Well, I hope my opponent doesn't have a discard spell. I'm gonna Thoughtseize myself on turn 1. Yeah, it's like you do bring them in against Hammer, but they're like for like Jund Saga and like you bring in some against Murktide. You want them against artifact-based graveyard hate. They're also good against Belcher. They're good against Greentron. It's not just like a Hammer Time sideboard card. Oh, you did go to Starbucks. Did you wear the hat when you went?
Yeah.
Thanks,
my hair's dirty. I can't. I need something.
Oh, I almost, Esther brought in Starbucks. I almost forgot that I was Thoughtseizing myself. I almost went to Thoughtseize them. This is a match streamer within a brew stream? Yeah, it is. That's it. My stream, my going live title was 1/2 brew plus 1/2 brew equals new brew. Turn 1 kill in Modern! Let's go! This deck's been feeling pretty good so far. I'm liking it. Okay, let's see if they can hide from me. My opponent's username is Alexander. Let's see if they've been playing anything in like queues lately that I can find on MTG Goldfish. Do some reconnaissance. Alexander. A lot of standard. Play a lot of standard. They were playing Hardened Scales in June. Okay, they've successfully hidden from me. I guess I just don't sideboard. Yeah, Ginger's been getting a lot of trophies too. Ginger's gotten like 4 or 5 trophies in the last week or so. Definitely tried to make a pull into the lead. Did they mold a 5? They mold a 6. They couldn't beat an Archon. Is it looking at people's decklist almost like cheating? In no way is it almost like cheating at all. It is just something that happens when you play digital Magic. But if you do feel like it's cheating, you could... Can someone make a mean TikTok about me, please? Someone? Just keep asking for it, and nobody does. Bobble, Death Shadow, no Luris. Weird. Do you really need to draw land? The Fetid Heath is kind of throwing us off here, huh? Boomer Shadow. Okay. 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 Good thing they can't recur this with any free 3/2 creature, huh? Randy too. That's true. Thank you, Randy Raw, for your mean TikToks. Yeah, we've had a few mean TikToks. I shouldn't. We've had I think 3 or 4 now, but it's been a while. Yeah, I want to see a Street Wraith. Ah, I don't want to see another Spell Bomb. I think I'm supposed to wait on the Teferi to play around another copy of Stub, And then the following turn, I can go Bounce Spell Bomb, Mending, Persist. Grist? So I guess I have to minus on the token, otherwise they can sack the token to... That is the best draw. Yeah, but they can sack the token to kill my Teferi. So I'll draw first. I will say that Grist is on my list. Grist is on my list of cards that you would consider playing over Lurrus in your deck. It does seem kind of weird in Shadow though, but they're also, I'm sure, playing Angler or Murktide and Street Wraith too. That Grist is on my list.
I just want you to know that this snapback makes my eyebrows look hella good.
Yeah, that does, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you look good. Your Grist is on my list.
Oh, poor Athena. She ate grass and threw up outside.
Oh, poor Athena. Hello, Athena. Hello, Athena. She's under the table. I would point the camera at her, but you'd have to see my crotch, and nobody here wants that. Why not go for it there? I can do it at instant speed because I plus Teferi, and so if I go for it, if I do it main phase, they can kill my Archon with Grist.
I have an evil laugh.
What?
I have an evil laugh.
Well, you have a laugh that could be interpreted as good or evil. It's kind of like a moral relative laugh, you might say.
So a neutral laugh?
Yeah, neutral evil laugh. There's dead, right? Alright, we're currently 5-1 with this deck. Pretty exciting. Well, we have Smallpox Flagstones. I'll keep on the play against the Yorion deck. This is the ham and Swiss sandwich is what I usually like to get. Esther got me one. Yeah, and then Sun Titan goes infinite with 2 Saheelis in the yard, which is pretty cool. If you're at first, you're last. Well, top of the board is first. Top of the board is first. Ooh. Really wish I could smallpox this land. Of course I can't. Oh, I love that they have this Birds of Paradise, though. I think I should take the Prismatic command. Try to keep them off their 5-drops for a little bit. Play the bird, opponent. Play it. Ooh. Casual 3-for-1, 4-for-1. Something. An amount of value for an amount of value, huh? Oh, I guess I could have smallpox on turn 2 there. I think it's still correct to wait for the Flagstones though. Ah, oh, Rockrick is kind of scary. But I'm gonna start mending. And just find a persist, please. Let's go! I've been drawing, like, so incredibly hot today. Which is good, because yesterday was a rough day. Excuse me. That one was pretty good, huh? It's okay, we're still top decking well. That was a very good top deck with him. We do get the old draw step Thoughtseize though. No Yorion in the hand for my opponent. Bounce this. Okay, well, I've got a Prismatic Ending ready for that one. Bouncing spell fixes their mana. Does it? Stops them from playing a 4-drop that turn. Okay, that's a good draw. Just need to find a discard outlet. Yeah, I'm definitely going to Prismatic Ending them off of a 5-drop. They're missing blue before. Yeah, then maybe that was good to not bounce them. Come on! Ah, dang it. That's a good draw. Okay. I'm going to probably just immediately cash in this Teferi. See what we draw, though. Alright, cashing it in. I missed my Faithful Mendings. Play this so we can draw Smallpox to reanimate Archon next turn. If we draw lands... No, I guess we can't draw both at the same time. Sure. Good afternoon, Liliana strong at the moment. I mean, it's good in this archetype. It's fun. I've been casting a decent amount of Lilianas lately and been liking it. Okay, Abundant Growth. Let's get the last copy of Mending here. Better than putting Archon in the yard. Are you writing about Jessica Lotus for CFB? I am, yeah. It's gonna be out next week, I think. I've started it, but I'm ahead on my channel Fireball content. It's gonna be out next week. We can rebuild. We have the technology. And they have no cards in their hand. No need to Thoughtseize. Please don't top deck another Kaya's Guile. I can't take it. Okay, we win. They could have cast that Helix and dealt me 3. Not that it would have been a big deal, I guess. But they're still dead. I would be at 22, though. Do you ever play paper? I mean, not... I played in Vegas recently. I used to be a paper grinder, too. Back in the day, when I was a young man. Yeah, so imagine the main graveyard hate is Kaya's Guile, so I'm going to like lean on the discard spells here, I guess. Just got the Voidwalkers for Ending. Ending is not bad in the matchup, but it doesn't really necessarily fight what you need to fight, I think. Oh, Pauper. I have played Pauper. I used to play, like... there was a time where Treasure Cruise was banned in Legacy and Modern, but it was legal in Pauper for like 3 months. I played a ton of Delver in that time frame, and then I played a decent amount of Affinity after that. But I haven't really liked Pauper very much the last few times I've played it. I have a friend who's having a baby this week, who is in love with Pauper. No ending for Wrenn and 6. It's just like Wrenn and 6 is not the card that you're like it's really important that you can feel like you can interact with your opponent's interaction. And so like the Thoughtseizes answer their Kai's Guile. Voidwalker's really good against their big spells. And it's just like the Wrenn and 6 is good against you. You do have discard spells for it. Ending on a Wrenn and 6 isn't even necessarily like that insane of a play. I think it's just not what the game is about. Yeah, if you can't afford the Snapcasters for the Thing in the Ice deck, I would recommend playing at least the 3rd copy of Hall of the Storm Giants. 3 Hall of the Storm Giants, 4 Thing in the Ices, and a Lurrus is enough win conditions. Oh, I was probably supposed to play Flagstones on one. I like this deck. I like it too. It's been performing pretty well today. So if I Unmarked Grave, I play into Kai's Guile really hard. And I could try to... I think with this hand, I kind of just have to play into it. If you like Chalice as a good replacement for Jessica Lotus Field, you can play Fire Ice instead. We were actually someone was talking about wanting to play Fire Ice, and I said if you want to do it, you kind of have to cut Chalice. I think you can also cut Wildfire, I guess, for Fire Ice. Maybe that might be good. I haven't been like blown away by Wildfire in the Lotus Field deck, but it is like really nice to have like that extra ramp spell sometimes. Maybe we'll try that later. Would you use it on Chalice Index? Spreading Season Push? I'm not sure. For this brew, it's like a little too early to tell, probably. Vindicate my Fountain. Okay, well, I've got another land. Really glad they didn't Vindicate the Urborg. Alright, let's go. Kind of free for the bean, huh? Yeah, I'm kind of down to. What if we go -1 Chalice, -3 Wildfire, +4 Fire Ice, and just get Lotus? That sounds pretty good too. We've got so much work to do. Got so much work to do this week, huh? I'm also taking Saturday off. Sorry, chap. I'm taking Saturday off. I only have 1 Fountain. We have more Lotus today. Well, I guess now I have like 3 decks like super prepped where next I'm committed to playing this brew, the CED combo and the 4-color Reanimator deck, which is actually like I'm really excited about this one. This kind of seems really good to me. And then I'm committed to that next, and then we have I guess now just got Lotus Field with Fire Eyes to do, and then I've also updated Red Black Rock with some new changes, so I know people will be excited for that. So we've got a lot of stuff to do. Just do a 12-hour stream today, I guess. Aster gave me the Starbucks to do a 12-hour stream. I know. This deck is so hungry for an Esper Triumph. We have to wait, you know, and wait and wait and wait. Would I change the rock? You can look in the stream decker, but the main thing is I cut the 4th Inquisition for the 4th Thoughtseize. I think Thoughtseize is better than Inquisition at the moment, and I also added Unearth to the sideboard, 2 Unearths, and another card. Can't remember what it was. Yeah, not huge changes. I don't think you are supposed to make huge changes when a deck is performing really well, like the Rock deck is. Opponent's dead on board, right? Yep. Okay, but we're also currently 6-1 with this deck. For the last, like, 3 days, I got a trophy, I catch up the Tutors, the Tutors gets a trophy, and I fall behind. Okay, let's keep this. Also, if I'm not in first place, I have to get a mullet. That's another additional punishment. Stomping Ground, no companion, search for tomorrow. Okay, I usually like this matchup. You need to find Persist soon. Have a lot of looks. I think we take that Explore. I have to keep the mullet for 1 month. How does Esther feel about the prospect of a mullet? She has always wanted me to get long hair, and so she's like, while you grow your hair out for a mullet, you can actually do all these hairstyles I really would like you to have. And so I guess I'm going to do that. But I don't really like myself with long hair that much. I have had long hair in the past, and not in love with it. And I really don't want a mullet. I really don't want one. Needles and Sideboard Rock for what matchup? Rin in 6 decks mostly, but you can also bring it in against Tron, Belcher, Blue-White Control, Hammer if you want to. It's really versatile, which is nice. Okay, Liliana is good here. Discards Dwarven Mine instead of Escape Shift? I feel like I would have discarded the Escape Shift there. Since you cast Titan, right? Although I guess they're playing the Polymorph version. Now they discard Escape Shift. So let's see if we find a discard spell. It's kind of like a discard spell. But for next turn. Land up top kills me. No, not 6. They need 7 lands. Okay, I think they might have a Titan here. Okay. So if they get double Valakut, any mountain kills my Archons, which is a big problem. Instead, they get Dwarven Mind Valakut, and they get the they get the Dwarven Mind to have a token. Oh wait. It has to enter untapped! Dwarven Mind has to enter untapped. That is crazy. That is so incredibly nuts for us. Do I cast the Smallpox? I don't really think it does anything. Oh my gosh, I can't believe that just happened. We are dead to Escape Shift at the top. We're dead to a few things. I think I'm not going to plus the Liliana. Hard Evidence. Okay, now they do have a bolt that can kill Liliana if they want it here. Guess we just attack first. They're dead next turn. If I draw a Thoughtseize, I can instant speed, discard with Teferi. Let's go! Let's freaking go. I deserve that. I called it. I deserve that. Oh, man. Just get to Vampiric Tutor this game. No, they have enough lands that we're still dead to shift. Ah, yeah! Let's go! Yes! Woo! Let's freaking go. That was crazy. I've never seen anything like that in my life. Okay, I'm gonna bring an Emissary named Land. Oh, that was crazy. I think I want to keep them in the Teferis to hedge against Endurance too. Maybe I'll put an Archon here. Maybe not. I'll trim an Archon. Did I call the exact play on 3 turns? I think I did, yeah. I just got to Vampiric Tutor every turn, MTGO Premium. That's how you trophy, you just draw perfectly, huh? Why is 4 Chalice necessary? It's a sideboard plan. Against Ragavan decks, you cut your discard spells and you bring in 4 souls, 4 Chalice, and gives you a good matchup against them, usually. They play Summoner's Pact? Maybe. I don't think I want to bring in Chalice for it, though. I'm not sure that they do play it. Yeah, it specifies on the... We could have also, if they got a token, we could have edicted then Archon. It wouldn't have been a big deal. But the Dwarven Mine has to enter untapped. Has to enter untapped. What matchup is Needle for? It's mostly for Renin 6 decks, like 4-color Jund Saga. I want to name Ren. Against Jund Saga, you could also name Saga sometimes. But it's also a versatile sideboard card. You can bring it in against Belcher. You can bring it in a lot of matchups. Okay, I'm going to keep this, I guess. Kind of slow. Runs multi 6, though. Liliana's good against Scapeshift usually, and I think Emissary is quite strong, too. Yeah, it's good against Yawgmoth. It comes in a lot of matchups, and I've wanted to play like just one copy for a while, and now I found the room. I found the room. With me thinking that Void Mirror is not very good anymore, or at the moment at least. They're playing Creativity. Are there any cards that are worse than Prismatic Ending? I mean, I cut all my Prismatic Endings. I agree with you that that's the worst card, but I cut all of them. Okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna Mending this turn, I think. You name land with Emissary in this matchup. Cycle Sheltered Thicket. Stomping Ground tapped. 4 cards in their hand. Discard Emissary, Archon, I suppose. I think I'm gonna Thoughtseize them, and then maybe I'll Unmarked Grave for Rites. We'll see what their hand is. I might also have Smallpox. Okay. Bloodstained Mire, Dwarven Mine Mountain. They do have a top deck. I'm pretty sure I'm going to get Emissary name land because I just have a lot of ways to make them sack a Titan, although they do have this Dwarven Mine. They play the Mountain. Please no Endurance off the top. They're pausing. I hate that they're pausing. It's in there, though. I was like, I called all the things. I've already called everything this match. I don't want to have to call this one, too. Yeah, I think you just name land here. Tapped Valakut. So I think I'm going to Mending main phase. If I draw Persist, I'll just want to Persist Archon. So I'll discard Smallpox, Marsh Flats. There's Mire, Mine, Mystery card. They discard the Mire. You and creatures you control. So they can still kill my Planeswalkers with Valakut. But we can erase Primeval Titan. I think I'd like to go to Teferi, bounce the Dwarf token first. Or, see if they have a response to Teferi. They have a spell. It said that they were paying costs. But they didn't cast anything. Any guesses what their spell is? I'm not sure, but I think I'd like to Inquisition them. Try to find out. Veil of Bummer. And then I guess I'll get that Mountain out of their hand because it can't kill one of my Planeswalkers. I don't think the Voidwalker is necessarily going to be that good here. But I'm not sure, like, what we lose to here. Like, the Titan doesn't do anything, Scapeshift doesn't do anything. I would have definitely cycled Veil, actually. I would have 100% cycled the Veil there. Okay, we got it, though. We got it. Sick. Back on top, baby. Let's freaking go. Let's freaking go. We're number 1 for now. We do have, so I would love to keep playing this deck, but we have a sick new brew to try out. Open a Scalding Tard, Marsh Flats, Snapcaster. Pretty good. Chandra Torch of Defiance. Oh, this is Bold Pyromancer, I see. So many Chandras now. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and quickly add this deck to the Twitter thread of trophies. And then we've got an exciting new brew that we worked on in the middle of this league.